Welcome to Disclosures with Peter the Insider and Jessica Arael Marrocco. The ACIO has a long history of helping humanity from the deep recesses of time. This is the first time the ACIO has become available to the public, aside from an earlier visitation by their 15th Division, the Wingmakers. Peter the Insider, originally from Slovakia, is the director of their 12th Division, and Jessica Arael Marrocco is in Cicada 3301, their 6th Division. Together, they provide intel, insights on current events, a deeper perspective on aliens and UFOs, super soldier missions with Unit 374 in the Merge, and news relevant for disclosure. Don't forget to subscribe to keep updated with our latest intel and post any questions and comments below.
Hey, Peter, I just want to say real quick, thank you so much from before that I had so much time to think and ask and think so many questions. And I actually, so as time went on, I started remembering you actually. So I know you know me. I must look familiar to you because I've had dreams where I've been talking to you like one-on-one, and it's like I have a memory of what you look like, but something's like erasing my brain so hard where I go to remember and it's black. So Peter, I have a question for you. I don't know if you remember when I talked to you last time. I was with a woman named, and she came in and we both talked and stuff, and you helped us both out. Long story short, we ended up splitting up. But before I left, COVID happened. We moved back to her parents' house, and her dad moved with us, and things got weird, man. And long story short, there was this weird argument, and I was talking to her dad, and he got really mad and got up from his chair, and the moment he did, his cell phone was like on the table, and I actually saw like a holographic sphere. It was yellow. A holographic intelligent sphere rise from his phone, like rotate towards me. Like I could like sense it looking right at me, and it flew right into my chest and crashed me so hard. I never felt anything like that. That thing, wow, that was painful. And then immediately after that, everyone in the whole house was like fighting. It was very bizarre.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And it was when? I mean, I understand that, before COVID hit the fan, but stuff like 1, 2 years, 3 years or something like that?
It was during COVID, or what we would consider during COVID.
During. Okay.
I actually reached out to Jessica, but she was traveling at the time, so it was hard to, and then
sorry about that.
Oh, it's cool. I was just like, but I was just really curious, Peter, like the only other person I've ever heard ever mention that sphere like that was a guy named Cyrus A. Parsa, who actually passed away a couple months ago.
Yeah.
So I was curious what that was. And it's not the only time I saw it. There's a few times.
But it created chaos each time that it happened.
And I've woken up from my sleep and I saw the thing above me. Oh, it's so weird. It's just weird. It's terrorizing. Like, what is this thing?
It sounds like some kind of AI. So, Peter, do you know who Cyrus A. Parsis is?
Yeah. Working for Zetas, that's fucking crazy.
He's working for he disclosed a lot about the AI agenda that was coming out like years ago. He got in trouble, and I think they took him out, right? Yeah.
He actually the first lawsuit against like Google, all the advanced high-tech societies and companies, Google, Microsoft, like everyone, suing them. He was trying to do it for all COVID, essentially.
Yeah, he got in a lot of trouble. He made a lot of enemies, but he said some interesting things.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Peter, this sounds like some kind of something is observing him. or it's a portal using the phones, or what's going on here?
Yep, portals. You know, Zetas, they are creating portals like nothing, like no problem.
But okay, so if it's Zetas, why would they want anything to do with me? You know?
Yeah, because technically what I am having right here, right now, in front of me, you got. Oh my God, Jessica! Why in the world the same crap? No.
Project Ibis.
Project Ibis.
He already knows. He's been listening to the shows.
Oh yeah. Plus,
everyone we're talking to is Project Ibis. I mean,
what the heck is going on?
With variations of their own other stuff, you know.
So okay, so if it is Project Ibis, and I've been going through time, what? I just don't know why. I'm just curious. Like, this is the number one thing I've been thinking about. Like, why was this thing following me?
Because of your genetic anomalies. And I mean, I am kind of surprised that you didn't knew what happened, because technically they they told you the stuff. Okay, but the problem is like they mind wiped you like for 4 times. That kind of crazy that you can be, or you should be happy that you are alive. And I'm saying, yes, how are you calling me, Jessica? Straight shooter. Yeah, so I am straight shooter. so be prepared for that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any health issues?
Well, I mean, I did martial arts, broke things here and there, but really my only health. Actually, I do. Thanks. So actually, Jessica, I forgot to tell you, I actually realized I was emailing you from another email. This is a different email when I paid. I was like, oh crap, wrong one. So you know who I am. I've been messaging you since like a while.
Yeah.
And I think back in, it was 2021. The relationship split up, and I came back to Manchester, and I wasn't here long, and someone went through a red and smashed into my car, and they blamed me for it. It was bizarre. You couldn't even imagine, like, how could that be my fault? But that led to some kind of issue with my back and my hip. And I've done martial arts for years, and now if I ever do any kicks, like, my back hurts. So I'd say any issues? Yeah, I'd say physically that's probably a main concern, but mostly mental health. Even though I've
just like post-traumatic stress type of thing, or
I will literally perfectly fine the night before. I read a book, I relaxed, woke up, and I'm in a rampage. I need to like kill something. I don't understand what it is. It's not all the time either. It's like sometimes I wake up just so angry. It's almost like literally like I was being tortured in my sleep. Every time I wake up, it feels like that.
Wow. Yeah, and
that's kind of crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think that happens though with people that are starting to recall the my labs and everything, and Peter's gotten on me about how I destroyed things in some my labs or whatever, and that I guess I'm bad because I destroyed something in my lab, but not personally. I actually don't feel bad about it, but yeah.
Jesus.
So, where were you living? So you said you left Manchester and went to somewhere else and then came back. Yeah. Where did you go?
I was in Laconia, New Hampshire.
Laconia. I know all these areas.
Yep.
So Laconia is a big bike place. Motorcycles.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You ride a motorcycle?
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't. I like them, but I don't.
Yeah, but you get to see all those bikes come up there.
Yeah. It's good when you don't live there. It's great, but when you do live there, you're not sleeping for like 2-3 weeks.
Oh my God!
In the morning,
the bike's crazy.
It's the New Hampshire Daytona. Yeah,
I know. That too. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or what's that other one out in what is it? South Dakota or something? Or
you might be thinking of like there's also the Loudon Speedway.
No, the The one up in, or maybe it's Wyoming. I'm trying to remember. Somewhere in the Midwest. It's
Yeah.
really big.
Yeah.
All right, sorry, Peter. We're just talking local stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so you just went to another part of New Hampshire then. So
Yeah.
this stuff up in New Hampshire, you know, I know it's weird. It's New Hampshire and Maine and Vermont. I mean, there's some kind of experiments or my labs or
Definitely in my labs. Yep.
Monarch.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's right on the edge. Yeah. Close to Canada.
The first Peter and I talked, he's like, "Oh no, you live next to the Great Lakes. Oh no." And that's when he told me about Monarch, and I never really heard of them before. So
yeah, so Peter, I'm sorry, go ahead and
I'm trying to guess or to find, and the whole situation is absolutely crazy here. Because you've been in Project Ibis and technically 1956, and the situation is, how is it possible that you was there in ancient Samaria and you extracted this technology? Ancient technology.
Yeah. Which technology?
Don't know. It is like not one piece of technology, multiple technologies. I mean, like technology for free energy, you know, self-sustainability. Like you have like extremely small amount of I'm saying real estate, you know, like making agriculture, and you can feed a whole I mean crazy amounts of people, and it is all fully organic and on, you know. But try to guess what happened.
Someone didn't like that. Now they're
no. Nothing like that.
Okay.
You will get very easy peasy cheesy what I'm talking about. Once you went back, they wanted only one thing: weapons, how to destroy Russians. Because it was called Cold War. And it was like, at the time, once you was as you know, part of the Project Ibis, he was 10 years old. And oh my God, Jessica, no. And DARPA was, Jesus Christ. So you was the very first one who as a object of interest of DARPA. Jesus Christ. No, it wasn't actually at that time. It wasn't DARPA at the time, okay? It was ARPA, okay? Jesus Christ, that's so crazy. So 2 years after that, you was 30 years old. You know, because of time traveling crap. I don't want to say crap, but if you know what I'm trying to say. And they were like, nah, we need to do this, we need to do that, and on and on and on. And at least for one hell of a thing, it was good. I don't know, the project Think was very small, let's say highly name of extremely small and highly experimental nuke bomb. No one had clue which kind of power we'll get. And just by the way, the very first one in 1944, they calculated somehow, okay? So it was like pretty much Hiroshima scenario. But I will tell you something, they miscalculated. And the whole explosion was 70% stronger than they anticipated. And then come on a second. This is very important what I'm talking about. Because they were obsessed with the whole team, with getting nukes stronger and stronger and stronger, and I'm saying stronger. And after what happened, what will happen, okay, in 1961, what Khrushchev said, nah, we need to do this, we need to do that, and blah, 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 you know, those kind of shit. I will not watch my language. Once all so-called Tsar bomb, aka RDS 202 or 202, it was approximately like 55 to 60 megatons. They cannot measure it because it was so how can I say it, so powerful.
Yeah.
And your stuff, because we didn't knew at the time, because it was 1958, okay? And because, I don't want to say because, thanks to that, what you got as a technology, you prevented something disastrous. Because they've got, I mean, nuke bomb / H bomb, hydrogen bomb, like you can add not 2, but maybe 3, 4, 5 stages, who the heck knows. And Americans, they've got craziest and most foolish, how can I say it, plan. And I'm not kidding you, you can get it on YouTube. They wanted, once again, it was just a theory, something in between 500 to 1 creepy 1000 megatons of bomb.
Wow.
And it was like, yes, you can do it. And you showed them what happened in another planet. It was much larger planet, not in our solar system, outer space. I mean, wide, you know, like extremely far in our space, in our universe. And they were like, what happened? It was like, I don't know. You are saying something about doing stuff. And I'm saying what I found. Well, this is what I found there. And in ancient Samaria, it is Iraq just right now. I mean, FYI. And they were like, maybe these kind of ideas about powerful explosions should be just stopped because it is way too crazy. I mean, if you will say, like, what will be vaporized, like totally vaporized, and it will be ground zero, okay? Highly theoretical. What will be 1000 megatons? No, I don't believe that something like that. It is like limits of physics and chemistry and on here on planet Earth. The whole France will be vaporized.
Yeah.
The area. Do you know what I mean? It's like, what? Yes. This is it.
Peter, sorry to interrupt you. Did you see what it looked like when it hit that planet?
Yes. And you will not, and I'm rough guy, and man, you will not gonna, you will, it was very nasty stuff. It was nasty shit of what I ever saw. Because those idiots, I mean, the planet was huge, okay? So it was different story. Because it was like our Jupiter, you know, it's small planet in comparison with this planet, what we are talking about. But still, though, the planet was inhabitable, or will be, like for dozens of thousands of years. Okay, I mean, for humans, because there are another ETs. Or let's say ET species, I don't want to say they like, but they can tolerate pretty much high levels of radiation. And just by the way, Zetas are one of them. I mean, those kind of stuff. Situation is, we as a humans, no, we cannot. It is no-go for us. And I was like, what the heck? This was like literally like those post-apocalyptic TV series or movies or video games. What the heck? And I was like, you don't want to get this on our planet. Definitely not. It is like, look, we've got so many nukes right now active. If all of them will be, just launched, and I don't want to fool you if it is 50 or 60 times complete destroy of all the crappy patching life in our planet. Give me a second. 50 or 60 times. I don't want to fool you, okay? So only let's say 50%, 2% of them, of those nukes, and everything what is alive, gone, dead, nothing. Humans, animals, plants, nothing. You know what I mean? And everything highly poisonous, let's say irradiated for thousands, technically for dozens of years. But look, we know what happened in Chernobyl, and it wasn't crazy, the disastrous explosion. But just by the way, okay, just for demonstration purpose, we know it happened approximately 39 years ago. It will take 25,000 years, and radiation will be half. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, the half-life.
Half-life. Look. And it will still be inhabitable. So approximately we are talking about what? Don't know. 200, 300,000 years? I'm just trying to say, so sorry for that, but yeah, this was important, how can I say it, prophecy of yours, that you literally get this piece of technology, and those people were like, hey, maybe we should stop to develop crazy, like so powerful technology, if you know what I mean, in this place. And rather than that, they started to, they focused to smaller warheads with better precision. But they never stopped, actually. They never stopped, like, widening their, and I'm saying both US and former Soviet Union, they even raised their nuke arsenal. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So this is very important, or let's say I am saying, or let's say I need to say that what was so important for me, because literally thanks to you and what you saw and what you collected at that time, far from the past,
The 50s.
Sorry, what?
Oh,
no,
yeah.
No. From 1956, and you back time traveled far to the past. I'm talking millennia, so thousands of years back. Okay, to ancient Samaria,
Yeah.
And if you will not be back to 1958. I need to say something. Maybe we will be not talking to each other right now.
Oh,
and I mean it for real, because it is so in-depth, like detailed, written, and then there are tons of photos. And give me a second, I need to count them. 32 videos. how you was scared about the whole situation, because you was pretty much, what the heck, you was 10 years old, but as you back traveled to the past, you became 30 years old, and now you was like, oh my god, this is not okay, this is not okay, no, this is not okay. I'm just trying to say,
Yeah, that must have been a shock.
no, it was.
Yeah.
Hey, it was.
Mm-hmm. So I'm just curious, Peter. So if
So sorry for getting into that, but this was very, and I'm saying seriously, crazy. Oh my god.
So if you could help me clarify, I'm trying to understand like why this sphere would come after me. If it were the Zetas, would they be upset with me, or is it ARPA that would have sent something after me?
No, DARPA at that time. Because, I mean, give me a second. At that time it was ARPA, but they transformed into DARPA in 1972, but pretty much we are, I'm just trying to say.
Yeah.
It's the same institution. Yeah. To be perfectly honest with you, I don't know.
I think I can give you a clue, maybe, because I
will tell you something. I don't know one solid thing, okay?
Yeah.
And it is, who the heck is your worst enemy right now? Because you made very good, very, very, very good, and let's say like handy stuff for the people, for mankind. But as you was doing it, it always came with and is coming, and it will come with a price. It's obvious, right? And you made some sort of very, and I'm saying very powerful enemies, just trying to say.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me, Peter. Especially, I don't know if you remember, and I was actually kind of curious, not to divert. Are the Super Soldier Queens still after me? Because that really sucked.
Yeah, but she's crazy. Like,
What's her name?
Well, Peter and I determined that her name was, well, I don't know her name, where there was just a person that I ran into, and after I ran into her, I gave her a hug because I knew.
Nah, the worst shit like, scenario you made,
Man, trust me, dude. It like, honestly, it was because I left the gym, and immediately my daughter called me. She was having a panic attack. So I pulled over somewhere at the dock just to like be alone and talk to her. And immediately, right, not even a minute after talking to her, the police showed up. They come up like, hey, we got a call saying someone's doing drugs. I'm like, what? I'm honestly just on a call with my daughter. And like ever since then, it was like just nonstop, every angle.
Wow. Did you know her when you gave her a hug, or who was it? Someone from your high school or college or something, or
someone from one of my colleges from film school. And she used to call me, she would always call me Australia. And Peter was telling me that this is part of a set of key terms or keywords. And Peter, so Peter, I'm curious. I'll literally be at work or somewhere, and someone will come up and say, hey, have you heard about something? And they'll mention Australia. And I literally looked at him like, no, you're not part of that. Like, no, you didn't. You're not trying to trigger me. I don't know where people come up and say Australia, and it has nothing to do with anything we were talking about.
And that's the problem. Like, you should not say anything, because that's the stuff. Yeah. Otherwise, you are literally confirming, and it's like code word, and it's like, oh my dear fucking god, don't do a crap, because it was like, and you literally pull yourself without knowing it, and this is the worst stuff scenario, worst case scenario. You literally pulled yourself into the whole stuff, like whole not mission, whole operation. That's like, and I was like, oh my god, man, that's not, no, that's not okay.
So
Todd,
if I
what film school did you go to? Which one?
LRCC,
LRC.
LRCC, Lakes Region Community College. Actually, so I was supposed to go to Keene State
There's
College.
There's a place up in Maine that does workshops. I think it's Camden, Maine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Did you ever go to that?
No.
Because I went to film school too. I went to Emerson.
Oh, nice. I almost went to Emerson, dude. I have a bunch of friends who went there.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
nice. Good school.
Yeah, it is a good school, but it was a wrong time for me to go. But yeah, I'm just trying to see this a little bit, some parallels here. I'm trying to figure out.
Someone will call it parallels, and other people maybe synchronicities. Who the heck knows?
Yeah, we had a little bit. There's this, because we're in the same region, and yeah, there's something there. I always felt that every time I saw your name, that there's something there. I don't know if it's programs or what it is, but
yeah, definitely you are right.
Yeah,
I know. First time I talked to Peter, he said I'd like tons of files too, and it's like, oh great. But really, it's like, as long as I can, whatever has happened to me, as long as I can make it somehow heal from it and make it so that everything I learned can improve my life and improve everything around me. Because I do believe that everything happens for a reason. There is no coincidence. The older I get, the more that I see, the more I notice it's totally true. As bizarre and sometimes as messed up as it is. But Peter, I'll be honest, I still don't really understand why the spheres were coming after me, except I think I know what triggered that. You warned me too, and I'm an idiot. I'm just gonna say, as I realized it after. So during COVID, you had mentioned not to mention anything about COVID online. Like you just
definitely not. It will be.
So what I did was I made this elaborate post on Facebook describing like everything. Like there's no way, if you were even a common person, you totally understand, oh wow, this isn't good, and all the evidence was there. And that's actually when it started to happen. I was in my room just laying on the floor writing, because I like just chilling like that. And out of nowhere, I started hearing a voice like floating around my head, and it started saying things like, just telling me, you're gonna die in this many years, we're gonna make sure you're dead, and you're not gonna make it to this. It's like weird. Like, just why are you doing that? Like, why are they doing that? I can like feel it moving around me, and like it's a distraction, and it's annoying.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
The Zetas do stuff like that.
Zetas are definitely like that. It's typical. It's their typical. Let's call it modus operandi. Yeah.
To get people to get out, to exit out of this reality, through death.
Yeah. That's their typical crap.
Like, okay, yeah.
They want you out of the way. Yep. That's a.
So Peter, are the Zetas a particular color? Like, are they like a light bluish kind of tinted skin with like no hair?
No, definitely not. They are short grays. They are short grays.
But they shapeshift. They shapeshift into.
I mean, yeah, they are. They can shapeshift.
Really good shapeshifters.
What about the mantids? Because I actually was.
Mantis are mantis. They are like praying mantis,
Yeah. Oh, we kind of talked about this before, but so I didn't tell you this, but I was kind of just funny story. It's like when I'm vulnerable, like I was sketching something, and then out of nowhere in my third eye, I just had this really strong visual image of like a mantis being just staring at me and like tilting their head, and then boom, next thing I know, I woke up from a nap and I was miserable.
Oh my god.
I still don't even know.
Some people have good experiences with mantids. Some people don't. For the most part, if you're hooked in with them, they look after you. If you're not really connected to them, maybe they're showing up saying you were in their field and they weren't happy with you. So they're kind of picky about whatever. That's my experience. Peter, what do you say?
Okay.
Sorry, what?
What do you say about the mantids? I mean, I know some people really like them. if they're connected to them, but
I don't know what the heck should I think about it.
I like
They are not that kind of good.
Yeah.
some
Definitely
people
not.
will swear by them that they're the best thing, you know, and they watch after them and all that. So I
Yeah,
mean,
I know.
personally,
I mean,
I've not had any problems with them.
maybe they were helping. You know, I don't know. I woke. It's just something it was weird. It was like, you know, I wasn't tired, then I just passed out. You know, I know when I'm passing out, so it was kind of weird. But they could have done something.
Most ETs, when if you cross over into their space, even if they're negative or positive, they kind of don't like that. So maybe you were in your dream space, were going into a place where they were at, and they don't like it, and they were letting you know.
I can tell you,
that's
they don't
correct.
at their feet or their legs, because I just look down. Don't ever look down. Don't ever, always look at their face and their eyes. That's a lesson I learned. Because you're curious, like, oh wow, look at this thing. Yeah, they don't like that.
Yep.
But Peter, I actually made a list trying to just understand a bunch of things, right? But this is a weird, curious question. Do you know if this might sound very bizarre. It's okay. Did I ever train in some kind of parallel reality with Jet Li?
Actually, first one who is remembering this, just by the way.
Real?
Yep, for real.
Huh? Because
no, it is how it is, or slash how it was. You know what I mean?
There were like a group of people with me.
Yep, that's correct. Yeah, yep.
Was like Anthony Zender there? Or
please, this is not the way how we are operating. No. I don't want to do this.
Oh, my bad. I didn't know. I'm just trying to from my own self.
No, please. This is not how we are working. No, this is not our style.
You can't say who the team was. Was it any of our Unit 374 or anything like that was there too?
Yes, but I don't wanna look. It is as it is. It is like you know. This is your session, if you know what I'm trying to say.
He's just curious because, you know, I mean, there
was yes, someone from Unit 374, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, because you know, people like you, Todd, you know, you're watching and listening to all our conversations, and so, you know, we're able to ask questions. You guys are on the other end, like waiting, like, well, what about this, or you know, having some kind of.
No, this is not how we are working. Definitely not.
We're just being careful not to bring up other people's names, even though I think Anthony would be totally fine with it. But
no. I'm just trying to say we need to be correct, and I'm saying very correct.
So okay, so could I ask you something more vague that you didn't just establish? Like, so real quick, you don't have to mention him, but I don't communicate with him, but I feel like I know Anthony Zender since he was a kid. Like, I remember the first time I heard him on one of either you or Jessica's channel, and I was like, when I looked at him, like, whoa, I went to school with this guy. No, I did. And I looked at all my photos and stuff. I'm like, nope.
Once again, this is not his session. This is your session. Period.
Yes, sir. All
please, with all the respect, please. No.
Okay, I'm done.
Can I ask you a question, Peter? Was I there with Jet Li? Yes or no?
Not according those files.
Okay, so we eliminated part of the Unit 374, so I'm excluded.
Okay, that's fine.
Give me a second. Nope. It is oh my god. Yikes. This is crazy.
Yeah, that's all I remember.
What?
Okay, so Peter, I actually have something else, like totally different. And just let me know if I ever jump into something I should not mention. Just please let me know. I don't know all the. I just
my B altar was there. My B altar was there. Definitely.
Yeah. This is it. What I'm talking about.
So you know my B altar, Todd.
Your B altar?
Yeah. The Iron Fist is my B altar.
You know what? Yeah, you just mentioned that like the other night. So, okay, because so Jessica, so I've had like, I don't know if it's like a dream where it's a message telling me to talk to you or if you were really there, but I had some like realistic dream where a couple of dreams with you, I'll be brief, where one, you and I were both using psionics, like our mental ability to move something heavy. It was just, and we were wearing like black.
This is, come on a second. This is actually what is, I don't want to say written here, but you know what I'm trying to say.
I remember that when you said it. Yep. I could see it. It was almost like a big ship.
Yep. Yeah, so big. We worked together a lot.
And not only heavy, because heavy can be small, but we are talking about no matter size, no matter weight. Because do you know what I'm trying to say? Sometimes things, they are very big, can be light, and vice versa. But we are talking independently, just, you know, FYI.
And then I had another one, Jessica, where you were like laying comfortably in a bed like normal, like if you were just hanging out. And I was perpendicular at the edge of the bed, and we were just talking. And I woke up and I'm like, I probably should talk to Jessica. And that had to be at least like 6-7 years ago. But
yeah, sometimes I feel so people are coming into the space. There was a guy that was doing some remote viewing, and he thought he was looking for Maria Orsic, and literally started describing some of my information. And I'm like, I said, I'm not Maria Orsic, but I was Sigrun. So he kind of got it.
You was Sigrun, 100%.
And I was like, but he was describing how I live. And I was like, that just freaked me out. I said, that guy was in my space.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't do anything bad, but yeah, there's people doing remote viewing. It's kind of funny.
I've done that by accident, and I freaked one of my buddies out, so I tried to dodge.
No, it's something that you're doing not consciously. It's just like, it's a difference when people try to do it deliberately to, like, you know, just spy on people or harm people, or, you know, it's different. But, you know, if people are interacting and working on different projects or teams or in the same space, or, you know, what have you, then I think that happens.
Yep.
That's 100% correct, just by the way.
Yeah.
Like I was meditating, and I just thought of one of my buds, like my oldest friend since childhood. We hadn't seen each other in a little bit, and I just thought of him, and I immediately saw him sitting on a couch eating. So I got out of my meditation. I messaged him like, dude, are you on your couch eating? He's like, of course I am. I'm like, dude, I just saw you. He's like, no, you knew it was my lunch break. I'm like, no, dude, listen, you're wearing a black jacket. I saw your hat next to you. He's like, okay, man, whatever. And I'm like, no. But yeah, it's okay.
That's crazy, just by the way. But and do you remember being in this Polygon, just by the way?
Polygon?
This is important. I mean, Jessica, I think you should get your memories back from the Polygon or so. Huh?
The Polygon?
You don't know what is Polygon?
And maybe we didn't show anything on the channel yet about it.
Yeah, I listen to pretty much every show you guys post. I could have missed it. Could have missed it.
So long story short, Polygon, it's like in let's say, you know, like first stages. Once they like in military, they define the whole term. It is a huge, or it was a huge test site for originally nuclear weapons, you know, so nuke bombs. But it can be, or it was done, or let's say used for, I don't know, like chemical, biological, biochemical, and then biochemical technological, aka AI-driven warfare. But and on Earth, on surface. But you know, as time flow, they built such a polygon / polygons, multiple ones, in dump, not aka not being stupid, but in deep underground military base, multiple military bases. And as I said, polygons being, you was deep down under, and once you be in test subject, no, don't be angry at me. I am not dehumanizing people. They are the scientists, you know. And you will have zero chance to get like, what? this is fake. Like everything was so perfect. The fake cars, fake streets, fake people, everything is fake. Fake shops, houses, even the fake, I don't know, like what it is.
The Truman Show, like the Truman Show.
Like a Truman Show, yeah, fake, I don't know, highway, but give me a second. Fake sun during the day.
Yeah.
Fake, how can I say it, skies? I mean, like, stars and on during the night. But give me a second. Weather changes. Like sometimes, this is nice, perfect. Sometimes windy stuff. Sometimes heavy rain and blah, blah, blah. Those kind of shitty stuff, Sorry for saying it like that. Like literally that kind of in-depth, detailed, pre-planned stuff. And as I said, because you was the very first one, I mean, not you, but you was in the very first group of Ibis test subjects, beginning from like 4, 5 into 15, 16 years old children / teenagers. Once again, you was 10 years old, and all of you from time to time you was like, no, this is something wrong here. So you figured out that everything was fake. None of this is real or was real. And they heavily dosed you with crazy crap. I don't want to say what I can see is LSD, DMT, and their derivatives. I am not a chemician. I don't have courage to pronounce it correctly. So this is it.
Okay, so that explains why that cop came after you regarding the drugs.
Give me a second. Stop. This is absolutely 100% correct.
But that was yours.
It doesn't matter. That it goes back to that time.
No. Forget about it. Forget about time. No. Yeah. This is not. I will tell you something. If they want to give you a hard time, like really hard time, like how can I say it? Literally ruin your life. Forget about the time. I mean, how many years ago it was, or it was like just a few years ago. Forget about the time. So if they really want to get rid of you, because look, killing you, it's like you will be not suffering.
Yeah.
But if they will not kill you, and if they really want to make suffer you, okay? This is like, hey guys, you should follow what we are telling you. Or do you really want to end up like this poor guy? Do you know what I mean? This is their, how can I say it, their usual modus operandi. If you like it or not, it is how it is.
So is he the inspiration for the Truman Show? Did he try to out them that it was a Polygon?
Yeah.
That's so weird. You know what's weird about that?
Jeez.
You know what's weird about that? Oh my God.
What?
Hold on. Okay, 2 questions. One, okay, one, with Truman Show, I'm going to be straight honest with you guys. I used to download movies and stuff years back, and I stopped because I got caught. I stopped, okay? This was like before film school. I stopped, okay? And then randomly, I decided with my ex, I was like, she wanted to watch Truman Show. I was like, she'd never seen it. I'm like, yeah, let's watch it. So we watched it, and then literally I got another thing from from Comcast or whatever saying that they're going to bring me to court for downloading a movie illegally. I'm like, no. So it's just weird, Peter, that it just happened to be that movie. It just happened to be that movie. It was just strange.
What about Jim Carrey? Because Jim Carrey kind of went off the rails too afterwards.
Yeah.
Oh, I've had my moment.
What about, is he connected somehow to Todd? Or is he like another person that did?
Pretty much Carrie is another aspect of you.
Really?
Friend of mine. Yeah.
That would explain why he crack up so much as a kid.
That's wild.
Okay, Peter. So I made a list. Like, you got to imagine, I waited like 9 years just thinking of like, what's the most important thing to ask?
Usually we let Peter go through all, it's the best way to do it.
Do you know what, Jessica? Yes, maybe that. No problem, because we have we are having 70 minutes left.
Yeah, let him finish it because it will help you a lot to get all that data and then come back and ask questions.
Okay.
So the question or the situation is, man, Jessica, this is not this is something bad. What the heck is going on here? Oh my God. What can you remember about being in here? And once again, Jessica, 4,410.
Yep, I knew I was from the future, Peter. I already knew it.
And the problem is you are not you, and you are dead.
Oh, that's
you are only aspect of you from 4,410. And you should, how can I say it? You are stuck somehow. And this is actually the reason, let's say, I don't want to say only reason, but the main reason of your struggles, I don't want to say all the struggles, but the most, let's say, complicated struggles right now in your, I don't want to say right now, but in your life, because you shouldn't be here. You are somehow stuck here in the, do you know what I'm trying to say?
Peter, I feel like that. I feel like it. Like Jessica, sorry to interrupt you, but Jessica mentioned like a few weeks ago or a month ago, someone you were talking to, they had mentioned that they were from a parallel and they were not meant to be there or something. And everybody, if everybody looked at them straight, or at least I related to my life, I feel like I relate to that person because it's almost like I really don't belong here. Like somehow I shifted or something because like I have trust issues with my friends, my family. I mean, literally I drive down the streets like, oh, you're paranoid. I'm not paranoid, dude. People just stare at me. I'll be walking my dog and people just right in their window, just standing right in their window, just staring at me. It's really bizarre.
Oh,
it's just so bizarre. You can't, and my girlfriend's like, oh, you're just seeing things. You're making it up in your mind. Like, dude, I mean, explain this or explain that. Like, my car got hit 4 times in 2 weeks. Like, explain this. Explain it. But okay, I get you, Peter. I'm on track.
No. It makes sense because, I mean, don't with all the respect to you, you are human, okay, but you are anomaly here. You shouldn't be here.
Yeah, I feel that.
From, how can I say it, logical point of view, you should not be here.
So how do I?
You was born. Okay, context of existence is fine. Place is fine. Yeah, but the timing is very wrong.
So how do I fix the future for me? Or how do I do something now to fix that for me then? You know what I mean? Can I do that?
Yes.
Do you do what I already know?
In the first place, you need to get your guardian.
My guardian?
Dog?
Yes.
What about it? What about a bird?
No. You need to get the guardian. The guardian is a dog. And in your case, it should be a Kango. What is Anatolian Shepherd, just by the way? Give me a second, I should write it in the chat.
I know what it is.
It's not going to be easy to get something like that. How much does it cost? Is it?
Yeah.
Kango, aka Anatolian. Hey, Jessica, please. I am not saying it is easy. Look. Todd asked me something.
Yeah.
I am saying how it is. This will be the first step.
Peter, don't you have like 2 or 3 of these dogs?
Sorry, what?
Do you own one of these dogs at least?
Yes, and the early socialization of them is crucial. Early, I'm saying you need to start at the most 2 months old. I don't know, 5, 6 weeks old, because otherwise you will unleash a monster. It is like Pandora's box.
What do they need to a big space to run? What is there all there?
Yes, just by the way, big space to run.
And I don't know. I mean, you're
No. Yeah, that's correct.
you're telling people to buy rich people's dogs.
But no, Jessica, please.
Really?
No, Jessica, please, okay? Those dogs are not for rich people.
Yes, they
Those
are.
dogs. What? Why?
Yeah,
they are not. They are
You
not that pricey. The puppies.
For them. In the United States, you have to do all sorts of shots for them. They have to go to the vets all the time. Then they have to have their space where they're walking. You have to make sure that you don't.
Jessica, but what the heck should I look, Jessica?
I'm just being realistic.
Todd nicely, politely asked me something. I answered him. What's the problem here?
No, I'm just saying that this, like even the other person that you said that to, it's like they're renting and they're living with other people that may not want a dog. So there's a lot of constraints here. So we need some other suggestions that are more doable. There has to be something else. I mean, if he wants to get the dog, he can get the dog, but I'm just saying give more options.
But if you don't mind me interrupting, what's the dog for though, Peter?
As a guardian he's the guardian from the project Mannequin.
Protecting me from a project named Mannequin?
No. Once again, it is Project the Mannequin, or it was, my bad. And the situation is or was that you was trapped. Literally, you as not you, but your soul aspect was trapped. Yeah, I know. It sounds crazy.
No, it doesn't.
But you was trapped in a mannequin. I'm saying literally like a mannequin, in those, you know what I mean? You get the clothes and on and on.
So I'm like a haunted mannequin in some life.
Yeah, give me a second. Yes or no? Because you, as all of those people, they are or was involved in the very first stage or stages of of the project Ibis. They went unleashed because they managed, they figured somehow how to free it from those unliving objects, so mannequins, okay,
to be released.
Be relieved, but once again, not just by themselves. They have a guardian. The guardian is always a dog, a he dog, so a male dog. In your case, Anatolian Shepherd or Turkish Shepherd, aka Kangol.
Okay.
Please, Jessica. I know it is crazy and it is complicated.
I didn't say crazy. I said it's unrealistic. It's unrealistic for a lot of people.
Jesus, but what the heck should I do?
There has to be another option. There's never just one option. There's usually more than one. So
okay.
If he can't get the dog, what is his other option?
Another option is to reset your brain, aka from the crazy memories, and this can be done by Tibetan bowls minus what it is. What is this? Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Tibetan bowl.
Help me. They are like. Yes.
This is only temporary, Peter. I can do this. As long as I do this, it's fine. But the moment I stop, it just comes back. It's only temporary, though.
Yes, but how can I say it? It's like all the songs, modern songs, are made on 40 hertz. And if you go back to 32 hertz, because 40 hertz is frequency of pure destruction. Basic A, give me a second. Basic A, 40 hertz is fake. It's bullshit. It's no. Basic A, like literally pure creation of basic A, is 32 hertz, and it is frequency of pure creation. And I will tell you who deliberately change all the songs from 32 to 40 hertz. I will tell you. Nazis in 1930s.
I already knew it.
Yep. I'm not. Hey. I never say a crap. I never said a crap. Okay.
Well,
okay.
Yeah, talking to you, Peter. I trust you, man. All right.
And that was the reason, the whole situation. I mean, like people were upset, angry at each other, and on and on and on and on. I'm just trying to say.
Yeah.
So you should get 32 hertz. Not like standard songs, but you need to use YouTube search and go for no, forget about it. 32 hertz frequencies, and it will help you. You will get rid of the, how can I say it? I will not like you have cancer in your brain, but I'm saying the cancer of the whole connection to the, let's say, bad part of the matrix, if we are calling like that.
So I'm connected to the bad part of the matrix, you're saying?
No. You are in core of that.
I in core?
In the core of it?
Yeah. That's the problem.
So Peter, do you mind if I actually, since we're right here, can I ask you a question about that? So during COVID, I was having a lot of nightmares, and I know I was being hit with something because every night, even my lady at the time, we literally felt the whole room vibrating at night, like. She even woke up and was like, "What is that?" I'm like, "Oh my god!" Like I couldn't sleep. I'd hear frequencies, like electricity. I'd hear like computer tones in my head, like.
Yeah. Yes, this is literally what I'm saying, because technically you are in the core, and it is normal.
Yeah.
And I want to say it is normal, but if you are part of the core, sorry for saying it like that, but you should hear this crap.
Aye, okay.
Well, yeah, but is that part of Monarch? Because I hear it too.
No, please. I'm saying not Monarch, please, Jessica.
I'm just telling you that
Mobius,
because I hear it too, like especially at night. You know how that I get hit with the scalar. I had to move into another room, and it's like a vibrating, like the whole bed's moving, everything's moving. And there was an earthquake here. There was an earthquake. Did you feel the earthquake that hit?
Actually, funny story. We've had 2 different earthquakes, and I was in my car, so I never noticed them.
So they're underneath us. They're in domes or something underneath us.
Yeah.
So if you want to talk about the negative core, I mean, I can feel it. Especially it shows up very prominently at night, and the earthquake was so bad. I ran out of the house. I thought my house was going to collapse. That's how strong it was.
Wow. Pretty close to you then, just saying.
Very close. Oh, I'm sure that they parked here.
Yeah. But Peter, do you remember for a while before we merged realities back in April of 2021, I was having these absolute realistic nightmares and I've never played the game Metro, okay? I had to look it up.
Metro is crazy game, just by the way.
Peter, so I'm not into that stuff. I don't play that stuff. But I'll tell you, when I looked up images of it, I had a nightmare that looked exactly like it. And I mean,
please, sorry, this is stuff what I need to, because I know it is impolite to interrupt someone, but this is important.
Yep.
I will tell you why.
Yeah.
You are having this. Because it was once again on another planet. And you was there, and you was one. What? Oh my God! You was heavily augmented, and that was pretty much the only. I don't want to say the only one, but one of the key factors. Few key factors. You was able to walk. Barely. I don't want to say barefoot, but with not kind of super high protection. on ground,
Yep.
which was heavily poisoned by chemical,
Yep.
biological, biochemical, biological, AI-driven warfare, but for the most super heavy irradiated. And you what? No.
Was there
No,
Peter?
no. Give me a second. This is crap. You are the one. Oh, yoy. So, how can I say it?
I know where he's going.
The whole game was inspired by your story.
But the explosion he created.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I knew that it was going in that direction when you started talking about it. Yes.
I don't want to play these.
Jeez, this
And
is
I knew that Peter had gone to that reality that you did that experiment on.
Jeez, this is. I mean, I will tell you something. This is crazy. This is not okay. This is getting way, let's say, wild, much wilder in a much wilder direction that I anticipated.
Okay, so just question, when you went there, Peter, did you meet him, and were you going, what's going on, and you were moving your hands everywhere?
Right? I know that was okay.
What did you do? I mean, I don't know, Peter. I mean, like, were you up in arms over this? Like, you went there and it was crazy, and you were trapped underneath the ground, and couldn't go above ground or without chaos or pain?
Yes.
That
Peter, was there a lot of like rain, lightning, like really wet mud everywhere, big holes in the ground, and like lots of these black lines?
I will tell you something. Why they shouldn't be? Look, all the everywhere the nukes, the smaller bombs. Just by the way, pardon me, cluster ammunition. I mean, I need to say, okay, it is political stuff. I don't want to touch the, how can I say it, the heated topics. Did you saw what Russian ammunition, cluster ammunition can do? What Russian vacuum bombs can do? I don't want to say US doesn't have such a stuff. Yes, they used it in a wide variety of conflicts in Afghanistan, in both Iraqs, in who the heck knows, in Syria. I'm just trying to say, if you know what we are talking about, this is goddamn crazy. I saw literally, once I was in Afghanistan, in Iraq and Syria, that those people disappeared. And I'm not kidding you. And it is not a teleport or portal. It is vacuum. It is like once, help me, the explanation why nuke bomb, I mean, why the cloud, why it looks like a mushroom, okay? I will tell you. Because in this one tiny little moment, there is pure vacuum, okay? But it's PS, because technically in normal or let's say under normal circumstances, it doesn't make any sense of having vacuum on Earth, and it's like it is sucking every like dust species of dust and debris into itself, and it creates the mushroom cloud. And the question is, there are a few millions of Celsius degrees inside, and why it stopped to raise? Because in certain part of atmosphere, right, the air is cold enough, and it's literally like crash to the atmosphere.
Yeah.
And I will tell you something. This is something like it, but with, I mean, I'm saying vacuum bomb, okay?
Yeah.
But with zero radiation and with only like tiniest little portion of power. I mean, explosion power. But I will tell you, everything is sucked. You cannot see. It is like I don't know, you have, this is very small. It's like a grenade-ish stuff. Maybe, I don't know, like you have, what they are, like tank grenades or tank mines, okay? Something like it. They activate it like, and there is nothing. You are having, you are seeing, like, how can I say it? If you have this kind of dysfunction in your ears, it's like, and there is nothing. It is like, not quarter, half, 3/4, or 1 mile, or maybe 2 miles of nothing, nothingness. Everything vaporized. Nothing exists. It is only crater, hole, you know, in the ground. This is what vacuum bomb is doing. I saw it on my own crappy eyes in Middle East.
I think I've seen a video of something like that, actually.
But I'm just saying, you are saying that they are craters or something like that.
Yeah.
Of course, hell yes, that they are craters.
But Peter, were there flying?
But give me a second, because you actually helped and saved our asses, because they were Americans. Russians, they instantly, because it was their idea initially, to make vacuum bombs. I'm not saying like classic, like, because as I said, there is a vacuum in nuke bombs, but I'm saying vacuum bombs with extreme high power. And they were like, they tested it like 2-3 times, maybe 4 times in Semipalatinsk Polygon in former Soviet Union, nowadays Kazakhstan. Disaster stuff. But Americans during Cold War, they saw huge potential in it. Let's say huge potential until you didn't show them the possible outcome.
Oh yeah, wiping themselves.
And I mean, possible outcome once you went back. I mean, you was, as I said, thousands years back. You went back to the timeline. It is early. Give me a second. Give me a second, okay? I need to figure it out. 1962. This is 1962. And they were furious. Americans are furious. I mean, the scientists, and especially DOD, Department of Defense, that it was less than 1 year of successful test of AKA Tsar Bomba, AKA RDS 202. Situation is / was like they heavily worked at like vacuum bombs mixed with nuke bombs. You went, was in some sort of mission. We can talk about the mission, but it is crazy complicated because we will mix years, contexts of existence, and on and on. And you was there. You went back in 1962, and you was on another planet. And you saw them. You showed them. This is what I saw. And I didn't saw it only. I made this video. And they were that kind of shocked, they completely abandoned the project. They sealed the project. They never opened it up again. Like, never.
That's rare. Usually it'd be taken up by some private entity, or that's good.
Because technically what I am seeing, I mean, I'm a rough guy, but man, this is not okay. This is not okay. Jesus Christ, this is such a crazy crap.
So have I been dealing with some of Todd's enemies?
Yeah.
Because local?
Yeah.
Because what have I been dealing with your enemies?
I don't know if you've been dealing with mine, but because I usually deal with mine.
Yeah.
But because I could see a lot. But
Okay.
I'm thinking that in the vicinity, they might think I did some of the stuff you did, just because of recognizing us from the projects or something of that nature. Because I was destructive too, but in a different way. Peter, what do you think?
It is not what do you think. It is exactly what you said. It is exactly as it is in records, and I will tell you why. Because it's you. You know, you are intuitive. You are psychic.
It's. I think we're tag teaming, in a way.
No, I'm just saying that every single tiny little stuff, what you said and what you are saying, Jessica, it is as it is.
I know, because there's times that I'm overwhelmed. I'm like, what the hell is this? What's going on? What's going on? Why? What was this now? I have no idea what it's related to.
Yeah. Peter, could this relate to this is real, okay? Like I'm driving down.
Please. All of this is real. Problem is, I will tell you. I don't want to say problem, but for so many people, I'm so happy to be honest, Tony, to be honest with you, okay? Because so many people will be, nah, none of this is true and on, because I will tell you something, okay?
No, it's
so many people, if they done something what is not okay, they don't like to hear it. Question is why?
Yeah.
Or you usually know if you did something, like you're like, oh yeah, I did that. But then there's times where you didn't do anything and you're like, well, what is this about,
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Peter, I mean, we have crime here in Manchester, but somehow, I mean, I keep being in the middle of a lot of weird stuff. Like I left my mom's one night from playing games with my little brother. It was like 11:30 at night, and I was sitting in my car brushing my teeth. I know it's weird. I don't want to drive a whole half hour with dirty teeth. So I was just chilling in my car brushing, and then some guy walks by and never made eye contact. He just walked by me, black dude with dreadlocks, and he looked really suspicious, but he walked past me. And then as he kept going, I glanced in my side view mirror and I noticed I didn't see him. You can tell the pace of someone walking, and I noticed I didn't see him. So I turned back, and the moment I turned back, he had a silver pistol. He had a pistol coming right to my door.
Oh my God.
Dude, he went to grab my door handle. I threw it in reverse and just gunned it. I never did that in my car ever. And I kind of sort of chased the guy a little bit, and then he ran down the street. So, and then literally almost exactly a month later, I go to, when I'm not working or in between work, I go to a library and I work on my own personal stories I'm working on. And so it was like a whole week I hadn't gone. It was like misery for me not to go. So I finally was able to go. And I'm not even kidding. There's no one on the road. And all of a sudden I turn around the corner, and then these two Spanish dudes come out of nowhere, fly up to my car and ride me for 3 whole streets, blasting their music, trying to swerve around me. I'm like, dude, just go around me if you really need to. And then I was in front of a school, and there was a cop car there. So I give a little tap. I don't want someone to hit my car. So I do the tap so the lights pop up. Dude, back up. I can't even see the guys. I only saw part of the hood in his head. I can't even see the car. So, and I have a Lancer, so it's a little higher up than the little Hondas. So, long story short, they were like, "Yo, pull over." So I actually pulled over, saw the cop car. Cop didn't do anything, just chilling in the car. And then these two guys ran up after me, so I took off and they followed me. I thought they were gone, but then they came around the corner, almost hit my car. Long story short, they met me in a parking lot and they smashed my window, and this guy tried to kill me. I'm like, and the cop was like, everyone was there. There were so many people. Do you know where the TJ Maxx Plaza is, Jessica, on South Willow Street?
In Manchester?
Yeah.
No, I don't really go to Manchester a whole lot, so.
It's near the Mall in New Hampshire. It's it's a pretty decent sized plaza. I know a lot of people there. But it's just bizarre because I don't know the guys. The cops were like, you don't know them? Are you sure you don't know them? Like, no, I don't know them. You know, so this could all be related. Is all I'm saying.
It is not. This can be. This is related.
Yeah, it's pretty aggressive.
Yeah, that's just picking out somebody out of nowhere. Which and if it's happening multiple times, you definitely have somebody.
Like that's kind of crazy. Just by the way,
first guy with the dreads you were talking about sounds like
they look. I don't want to be like messed up, but they looked sort of similar. But they had like the tattoos, darker skin, dreadlocks.
The guy with the dreads, immediately when you said something, I felt like he wasn't even from this reality. He stepped in.
Yeah, he was wearing. Oh, that's funny you say that. He was wearing bright colored sneakers and like a weird like floral pattern shirt. It was weird.
What?
It was weird, actually.
Like I just like literally could see him stepping into our reality.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, and he needed stuff. Like he didn't have anything, so I think he was ready to jack your car or something.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, that was really weird.
So he ran. Do you know who that could be? Like, is it the people from other realities bleed through, coming in and stuff?
He was in my car the whole time he walked by. Like I could sense, like feel when someone's looking at me. Even if I don't look at them, I can just like, oh, I feel it. They're looking at me. They're right here. They're looking at me. I can just feel it on me, like a weight and the heat. And then like the moment it disappeared, I looked in the mirror, like I said, and then gone. But yeah,
jeez, that's crazy, man.
And I don't want to. I've had weapons. I don't want any because I don't want to use them. Do you know what I mean?
I think the other guys are related to Pandora. I know you don't like to talk about it, Peter, but
that's kind of crazy.
Am I right? Is it Pandora? Because she has that attitude. Also known as what is her name?
And I will tell you something. If you want to know, it's Jose Pablo. Give me a second. Garciela, the head of them, and Garciela, just by the way, his brother of Maria Garciela. You know, that's kind of crazy. The elite member of Spanish drug cartels. I mean, I'm crazy Spanish. The elite member of Mexican drug cartels, but I'm saying Spanish because they are having contacts in Spain. They are smuggling the contraband into Europe via Spain.
And you said that, what's her name? Pandora has a problem with me, which I have no idea. Still to this day, but now
because she believes somehow miraculously that you somehow stepped into her space.
I have very little interest in her, so I really don't care about her at all. I know that you think
no, Jessica, you get it from wrong way, from wrong direction. This is not what you did or what you want or what you didn't. This is what she believes. This is like, pardon me, this is like alphabet agencies, okay, like a company. This is about, exactly as I said, alphabet agencies. They don't care where is the truth. They need to, I mean, if they believe they get it, they get you, and they tortured you, and if they don't torture you, they use maybe, I don't know, like also called truth serum. Literally, it is something like that. I mean, a chemical compound they are calling truth serum, and on and on and on and on. It is as it is.
Do you know,
for them, it is not important what you really did, or what you know, or what you don't know. I'm saying.
A few years back, around 2015, 2016, I was in Methuen. You know where Methuen is, in Massachusetts?
Yeah.
I had a meditation class there, and we're doing our class, just a peaceful group, just relaxing and doing visualization and that kind of thing, right? All of a sudden, someone comes barging in. Who's in here? You don't belong here, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what? I said, yeah, you're not the owner, so I have no idea. I have permission from the owner to be. I've been here for years. So what is it that you want? And then she's looking at me like, And I'm like, all right, that doesn't make any sense, right? And I'm like, I said,
But please,
"Do you wanna
Jessica,
join
it
us?"
is
Let me-
rude.
let me
How in the
finish.
world? How in the? Sorry
Let
for
me
interrupting you. How in the world? She dares that. You can call the 911 and for trespassing.
I just thought she was crazy because like she came in and I looked at her, I said, we're having a class. Did you want to join the class? If you don't want to join the class, you can leave. I said, but I'm not leaving. I'm not going anywhere. And then she just stormed out. I didn't hear her close the door. And I thought the door was locked. And when I went upstairs, I was like, that doesn't make any sense. So I walked out.
Give me a second. And door was locked.
No, the door was open when she left, but still, I thought I had locked the door.
What?
But anyhow,
What?
I didn't hear her close the door when she left. And when I stepped out, I was like, all right, how was she that quiet? Because we would hear the door close. So I stepped out
Definitely yes.
into a local bar. It was like right around the corner. And the people that do a class right before me were all sitting there at a table. And I knew the woman that did the class. And I walked up, I said, hey, there was a woman that just came in. I said, I don't know if she's looking for your class or who she was. I described her. She goes, I don't know. I've never heard or seen anyone like that before. And then I called up the woman that ran the facility. She owned the building. And she said she didn't know who I was talking about. And then I talked to Peter, and then Peter said that it was Pandora. So literally, like, I don't know.
That's not good.
So who is Pandora? I've only heard you guys mention this like a couple of times. Who is that? What is this?
She's what's her name? Something Garcia. She was in what Call of Duty, I think. Was she in Call of Duty?
Maria Garcia. Yeah.
You didn't say her name was Maria. That's definitely not.
Oh my God.
Well, anyhow, I'll get the name. Yeah. So out of nowhere.
Maria Garcia, but technically that is the problem. That is the problem. Maria is fine, but not Garcia, but Garciela. That's let's say the difference.
Yeah, well,
No, my bad. Valeria, I'm crazy.
Valeria,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Right.
Wait, what is it?
Valeria.
Valeria, yeah, Valeria.
So Maria Valeria?
No,
just
Valeria. It should be
very
like that, Valeria.
Or
But she's got two names actually. Valeria, Maria, yeah. That's just kind of, FII.
yeah, so like for no like obvious reason, just like what you were talking about. And then she's part of the drug lords, and then part of.
It is very common. I don't know if you know that, Todd. I mean, Jessica, maybe yes, that they are having many names. I mean, first names like 3, 4, 5 in Hispanic, cultures. So she is Valeria Maria Garciela.
Because they're coming from what reality are they coming from, Peter?
I will tell you, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
And we are getting even more and more in the loops, but in the first place, or let's say from one hand, but from the another hand, it is maybe good. We are talking about 7th dimension.
Oh, this is okay. So they're the A group that betrayed everyone, or
no, B team. But once again, they are not part of B team. B team betrayed all of the rest of the teams to those drug lords, because drug lords pretty much they are smuggling, I mean, not themselves, but the people they are working for them, the substances, illegal substances they should not necessarily be illegal, or how can I say it, hallucinogens, psychoactives or something, psychotropic for
LSD
people. Yes, for people, but they are like that. Let's call them substances for ETs. And that was the main reason, because we didn't knew that. Each client new pieces of information to the huge puzzle, to the huge pattern. You maybe will be surprised, Todd, but it is as it is. You know.
So this is related to the first incident with the substances when the cops came up to me like
Yeah,
7
it is
years.
definitely it. Yeah.
So the other guy with the dreads, then, is he from the 7th dimension as well?
But give me a second. Not
Yeah.
from our dimension and being there and on and on. Literally from 7th dimension, okay? There's big difference.
He's not
Big
originally from the 7th dimension.
No. So, sorry, what?
He's not originally from the 7th dimension.
But he was in the long-term operation for much longer time than our 6 teams. I mean, my bad, I'm crazy. 8 teams. 8
Yep.
teams, eight people each.
Do you know the guy with the dreads? Who is he?
Yeah, I know him.
He's lucky. That's what. I almost ran him over.
Oh, no. This is ongoing operation and we are after him. And he's from, just by the way, he is kind of eccentric and he's from high-ranked, I mean, former US military. No. I don't want to jeopardize the operation.
That's okay.
But I know him personally. I mean, like, he was, I'm using past tense. He was very good friend of mine. Yeah.
Yep. Then what is he doing around Todd then?
Because I don't mess with anybody. I really don't.
No. In this state of mind, in this context of existence, you not.
Yeah.
But do you know what I'm trying to say? In part of being active and on and on. Yeah. Whole different story, whole different situation. And I'm just trying to say,
Yeah, but he comes into this reality that's a violation because it's not related to what's going on.
I absolutely understand, and that's the problem. Like he should not be here because official status. Okay, official status is that. No, actually, no. Official status is missing. Right now, it's missing, and they are waiting because there are certain procedures in military circles. Like it is not just that easy to say, like, okay, this person is dead. Like, no. So officially, right now, status is missing, right, for this person, for this gentleman.
Who is Reginald? This is Umbrella.
I
know. The Umbrella Academy?
Yeah.
He's related
But
to
I don't want to talk about it. Once again, ongoing operation. I don't want to jeopardize the operation. This is key mission in the whole, a very complex operation, and you will be upset, and you have all the right to be upset at me. But sometimes, as you can see it on the TV shows, crime-ish focused TV shows, and on and on and on, or I don't know, like movies, like why in the world this and that person killed, I don't know, like 6, 10, maybe 15, 20 people. It's like, no, he's untouchable because he is just a small part of the huge complex machine. Do you know what I'm trying to say, like machine?
What do you mean he's untouchable? Nobody's untouchable.
No, Jessica, you don't get it. You are getting it from wrong point of view. I'm saying someone, if how can I say it, like, for example, if DIA is after huge part of cartel or cartels, if there are certain people, they either can be just an example, just a parallel. They can be witnesses, or they can be a lead to higher. It's like saying higher, ranked people in the whole cartels. they can kill, I don't know, 20, 30, 40 people. Who the heck knows?
You know the
They
best way
will
to
not
do
punish
that?
them. They will not punish them. They will not
That's
punish
fine.
them.
They can go and visit their neighborhoods
Yeah.
every day. Every day they can visit their
No,
neighborhoods.
no, this is
back off from
Jessica.
us.
I know it is unfair. I know it is
Not it's
unfair, but
it is what it is. If we
Mm.
haven't done anything to them, and those people are using us as the decoy to just like take on their dirty work, and they're coward enough.
I'm just trying to say, hey, they were using me as a decoy stuff for
It's
multiple
wrong.
times.
It's cowardice. It's cowardice.
I
Okay.
know.
They
Hey,
don't
give
tell
me a
us
second.
we're
I
in
know,
action.
I know.
We're not out in the field right now, and so you know they're putting us in a vulnerable situation, especially with police and everything else. Are trying to, you know, they're trying to set us up with the police. That's bullshit.
I will tell you
No one
something.
will come
You are
arrest us.
100%, please, you are
If he went to
100%
jail,
right.
who's gonna pull him out. You know
Sorry,
what I mean?
what?
Because of this bullshit.
Sorry, what?
If he went to jail because someone's using us as a decoy, you know, who's going to help him out? Nobody will help him out.
Actually, so Jessica, that's funny that accident where these guys like they smashed my window. I never had anyone. It's incredibly loud. If they smash a back window, it is goddamn loud. And then the other guy came up to the other side, like it was totally coordinated. But thankfully, my instincts are really extremely fast, so I took off. But then the only thing is, I smashed into a car when I did. I destroyed it. So I have like multiple companies coming after me. First, it was like $9,000 I owed. Then it was $10,000. Then $11,000. Now they're saying I owe $13,000, and they're trying to bring me to court. And I'm like, dude, but how am I responsible for this? And if they don't find them, I'm responsible. And my car's destroyed.
Right. Yeah, because then the other insurance company.
Yeah, I'm in trouble.
There's no other insurance company because they don't have an ID on who these people are.
Yeah.
But the police were right there, saw the whole thing, did absolutely nothing about it. You know what I mean? Because
the police, there was a female officer. She even like verified everything, talked to me, and then because I did leave the scene of a crime without calling because I literally broke my phone the day before. So weird timing. I just dropped it and it just broke. So the thing is, it is not
just by the way, sorry for interrupting you. It is not weird timing. No.
Perfect
synchronicity. It's
she even called the other police that were there and they confirmed everything, but they still could not find the guy. And they have the footage of the car, but they can't find him. They only had one plate on the back, which is illegal in New Hampshire.
this is what I'm saying. They're doing a lot of illegal stuff, and then we're supposed to handle it. But
where?
We're not allowed to have weapons. We're not allowed to do anything.
Yeah, if we hurt. Also, I found out too. If I were to defend myself, if I got out of my car to defend myself, I would be equally as punishable. Yes. And if I shot at them from my car, I'm in more trouble. They literally. Oh, it sounds so messed up. I don't want to get into it, but everything they did, they were okay. They were okay. They're perfectly fine. I'm the one who was in a weird situation where I couldn't do anything. Literally could do nothing. My friends are like, why don't you kick the door? Why don't you get out and kick the door on him? Dude, I actually already saw a video where some guy did that. He got the door kicked on him. And I'm like, this is just what happened to me. Was the best way to get out of there was just to literally run.
I will tell you something. It is a setup, or it was a setup.
Peter, is this your buddy? Can you confirm it? I'm not mad at him, but I'd like him to apologize. If you can see the footage, you see the guy running?
Well, yeah, and what?
I slowed it down. I put in After Effects and I brightened the contrast a little bit, and I slowed it down. I took off.
That's
so
it right there. Yep.
He's right
and
there.
Who?
Gun. It's hard to see him. I know. My camera. I got a new camera.
and give me a second. And who are you? What are you asking?
Is that the guy with the dreads?
You'd recognize his like posture running, right?
Yeah. But what are you asking? The question is.
I'm not sure. I was just curious if he was familiar, like just a verification. Because I did have, but
someone's not doing their job. That's the bottom line. Someone's not doing their job, and then they're like avoiding any type of work, soldiering or whatever, and they're dumping their crap on us, and I'm tired of it. And they can be held responsible for it.
Jeez, that's bad.
Peter, I have like one personal question I'd like to ask you before you do go, though, because I know you have to go soon. I don't know how much time. So okay. Well, one, I'll be honest. I don't understand what the Polygon is, but I really
but please, I explained it to you. What is Polygon?
You mentioned it's something to do with Project Ibis, and it rate the
Ibis,
memory.
Ibis. Yeah, Ibis.
Oh, did I say? Oh, yeah, Ibis. But is there any way I can like learn about the Polygon? Is there in a movie or a show?
No. Polygon is not one. There are many of them all around the world. It is just type of how can I say it? Type of those cover-ish stuff. As Jessica said, help me. Truman Show, right? Like a Truman Show-ish.
It's a whole reality. It's an
fake reality, literally.
It's a fake reality that's underground. That is scientists are like experimenting on things, but as well as it feels like a real reality. You can see the sun, you can see the sky, but you don't know. But you know there's something a little bit off, probably. But you're thinking that you're just living a regular life, and it's very much. But they also used the polygons to experiment with nukes in the past. So it's a contained area that they were blowing things up and whatever, but it doesn't affect the upper atmosphere.
Is that why you never camcorder footage of nuclear explosions? Because like, what's with the camera? Sorry to interrupt, but like, I've seen a lot of nuclear footage going off, and I'm like, those look like models. They look like models in all the old footage. They don't. How could a camera get like wiped? How could a camera withstand the temperatures of a nuke going off?
This is exactly what I'm talking about. Because everything is fake. It was just a made, if you know what I mean. Because look, if it is far enough, it's okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if it is close enough, look, be realistic, okay? We are talking 40s and 50s, okay, maybe 60s. The technology, with all the respect, even the high stuff like top level stuff accessible for, or let's say available for military purposes, no, it's bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I am for almost 40 years in crap in military stuff. It's crap. It's crap. And they told me that those actually they exist. The filming technology.
Okay.
But it is not from this reality.
Okay.
So it was a back-engineered, reverse engineered. Just by the way.
But they're also spying on us from the other realities too.
Of course, yes, they are. Yep.
So Peter, okay, before you go, I gotta ask this. So
no, we have time. Okay, no problem.
Oh, good. So I had a dream. This was like
this is one problem. You need to focus because I want to help you, okay?
Okay.
We don't have enough time because you need to make meditation, affirmation, and on and on and on and on. Maybe Jessica will help you.
Okay.
She's expert in this field.
Okay.
You need, what is it, Jessica? The, help me, regression session? It is?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I will tell you something. You need to exactly remember what you did, where you was, what, where, with who, where you was and everything, the contexts in Latin America. And you need to focus on one thing. No, please write this or write this. This is goddamn important. You need to remember where it was, with who, and how everything went and everything. You need to focus on one thing. It is a small block, piece of like block, you can open it, block of paper, A6 paper, like block of writings, and you wrote symbols there. I cannot see those symbols because it is so far away. So it is zero chance to, how can I say, to get it.
Yep.
I can see it. No, give me a second. This is important. You need to remember. You need to be very careful to remember it. Jessica, this is task even for you. Once you will get this, you will get like suck those info out, and those people will stop to bother you because they will not see you as a threat anymore. Because now, despite you never was, I'm just saying, if you was, but if you never was in Latin America, you never collaborate with cartels and blah, blah, blah. They believe that you was, and you've got very important encoded, encrypted information, like just symbols and craps and only like numbers and letters, just full of crap. Like no one can, like, let's call them any enigma scenario. You know, like this type of Germans they've got during Second World War. Let's call it enigma scenario, okay, for our purposes.
I believe it.
So you need to very closely remember that. Jessica, please, this is task to you, for you too, because otherwise, now I got it. What's their problem? Not your problem. Their problem. Right. I'm talking there. If you know who I mean, all three of us, what I got. That is their problem.
They're working with the Zetas, right? And the Zetas like symbols. But, you know, there's other cultures, there's other star people that are connected to symbols. So if people have symbols, that doesn't give them a license to attack it.
No, I understand
and
that.
And it doesn't mean that you're with the cartels. It just means that you have your own symbology. It's like attacking another person's culture.
No, I completely understand. What I'm saying, Jessica, please, this is not what I believe or what I like.
You're trying to tell us what's triggering them. Yes.
Yes, this is important. This is important. I absolutely 100% agree with you. No problem. What I'm saying is, this is the situation. This is core. This is, how can I say, the source of your problem, source of your problems. Okay, because once again, they absolutely don't care. They absolutely don't care what you believe or what you know. For example, okay, just by the way, no, because for example, it's gonna be like, what the heck is this? It's like just a crap written here. No. Once again, no, period, end of story. There is only one thing, and I'm saying only one thing. They believe that you exactly know what those symbols are for.
There's a lot of fallout from association with Peter.
Mm-hmm.
But I never did it on purpose. Hey, what's the problem here?
I know you didn't do it on purpose.
Oh, I know that too.
We also know that we're soldiers, but let us be equipped.
Yep.
Let us know. Don't just like leave us out there and have no idea.
I understand. I will tell you what is the problem. I need to move ahead because you was in the back of the front, and I was in the front of the front. Like, I mean, in the very front line. Otherwise, they will kill you. And there were multiple causalities. Suso 374, and you too, Todd. And you was butchered, not killed, like, I don't know, like just because, like, you know, friendly fire or crossfire or something like that. No,
hacked up, right?
Butchered like a butchered, because they are brutal.
Yeah.
Zetas, it's literally just, by the way, gang in what is it, in Mexico and on and on. No, you are the butchered, and you don't want to know the juicy details. I will tell you.
I guarantee.
The situation is, I need to make a call. Call, it's not like call like cell phone call, but call, it's like a decision.
Oh yeah.
Yes, it was stupidest decision in the world to leave you there. But otherwise, if I will not do this crap, you will be not talking to me. And I am not kidding you, okay?
That's fine, Peter. We understand that. We'll just move forward, okay? So what's
No,
the plan?
I'm just trying to say what I can see. This is a key. We need to see the symbols because I cannot see which kind of symbols are there. What I am seeing there, it is small book, a small notebook, A6 format, and there should be symbols. You should write them or describe them to Jessica, Todd. Todd, you should do that. Mm-hmm. And we need to move from this. This is start point. This is start line, okay?
Okay, I'd like to.
Hey, man, please. I need to. Hey, you, man, Todd.
Yeah.
I want to help you. And this is Jessica. You said, yeah, dog is a no-go. At least right here, right now, no problem.
Well, I have a dog now. It's my girlfriend's dog.
That's one of them.
That's one symbol?
Yeah.
Literally.
Just by the way, yeah.
It literally looks like a target.
It is, and I actually saw like an arrow go through it, and then there's.
Please, guys, this is important.
Yeah.
Because I was like, what the? Yeah, this is another of them.
That's like a Nazi one, Peter, isn't it?
Yeah, like Z. Yeah. But give me a second, guys. This is important. I'm not into this those things. I am saying those things like intuition, but I was like, what the heck should I do? I will betray my friends, but it was like they need to me on the very front line, or they will be in the back of the front.
Right.
Without me and without any reinforcements, because the communication system was not broken, but the signal was crappy. So I just moved with the convoy, because technically, like a bird. They are calling it a bird. I mean the helicopter.
Yep.
I was there. I mean, they just let me there, and it was like less than a minute. I can remember that 100%, because I was like that, and Maxine just like ran, and she was like, no, this is not good. And I was like, what the heck are you talking about? This happened, and I was like, what the are you talking about? And it was that tall. It was massacre. You was butchered, like literally. They are brutal. They are cruel. And I was like, what the heck should we do? And she made many photos. And I was like, yeah. And she grabbed me, I mean, literally strong, to my arm. And I was able to see like a spiral, like a whale something, And we went back to the time. And that was my stuff. Like, I should stay there in the very, start of the front line. And that was pretty much the only way how I could save, or how I can save your lives.
So Max helped us.
Yeah.
She's helped us, and then she hurt us. She also she tried to kill the whole team too at the same time. So I mean, it's like, can we have an ally that's actually an ally and not one that just turns on us randomly?
Jessica, I will tell you something. If you will be in this kind of job-ish, I will tell you something. You never trust. This is only one thing. Never trust anyone. Don't trust anyone. No.
So it's a toss-up. One day they're going to help you. Next day they're going to screw you over.
Jessica, please.
Peter.
You believe maybe it is crazy, but it is as it is. I am not fooling you. It is as it is.
Well, it's obvious. Yeah.
Peter, I am I want to say like I'm a very good person. Okay. I might have a short fuse sometimes, but I'm a good person. can you please just let me know? Am I always good? Like you talked to Michael, and he was always doing.
Yes, you are fine, but that's the problem. That they are missing. No. This is important.
Okay.
You are that kind of good that you are naive. It is literally written here.
That's my life.
You should not be that kind of quotes in quotes naive, if you know what I'm trying to say. You should be more cautious. If I'm saying.
It took me time to learn, but I have been. Okay.
So sorry for being like that.
No,
but as you said, Jessica, it is as it is. One time, life savior. Another time, he or she, I mean, which kind of individual, person, she will stab you in your back. This is the life of being in elite units, in information agencies,
That's your life, pretty much right now.
I will tell you something, Jessica. Not true. Not true. Yours too, Jessica. Yours too, Todd. In different, let's say, state of activation. If you are super soldier, you are living the same crappy life. Believe me.
Well, I'm just saying that they pretty much turned on you pretty bad recently.
Yeah.
Once again, I'm not surprised. I will never turn. Let's say, if I will definitely not make it like intentionally. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
I don't know how you could turn. I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do that. It's like a wrench in me. I couldn't do that.
Yeah, I'm just trying to say.
I'd rather. Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't do it.
No. I think it's from being on the front lines all the time. We'll do it. I think.
Yeah.
No, but we're not on the front lines all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
We're in the peripheral.
And Jessica, I'd probably like to schedule an individual thing with you too, so we can try to work this out, get rid of the symbols and stuff.
Yep.
This will help a lot, and I am saying a lot. That's it for today. Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Peter. Thank you, Jessica.
God bless.
Bye. Take care.
Take care, guys.
You have been watching Disclosures. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Visit www.acio-official.org and www.readingsbyarael.com to book a private session with Jessica. Feel free to support our work. All links can be found in the description. Thank you, and until next time.